Good afternoon again, everybody. We're just thrilled today to have our senior senator, Chuck Schumer, here today to support Alice Kryzan, who is doing a tremendous job in the 26th district. This race is tight, has national implications.
You bet.
6 years ago, Chuck, I don't know if you know, but our candidate for this district got 22% of the vote. Wow. 2 years later, we got 42%. 2 years ago, we got 49%. And this time, we're going over 50. So we're just thrilled to have Chuck Schumer here today to support Alice Kryzan, our Democratic candidate.
Thank you, Lenny.
Welcome home.
Thank you, Lenny. Well, it's great to be here, and it's great to be here at Democratic headquarters. I have such fond memories of this place where I would hang out in 1998 when I had my race against Al D'Amato, particularly when the fall is in the air like it is now. You think about that. I am so glad to be here to endorse Alice Kryzan. And let me say that some endorsements you make sort of perfunctorily. Well, you sort of got to do it. Sometimes you make an endorsement and you're really excited about it. And this is the latter. I'm really excited about endorsing Alice for a whole bunch of reasons. Let's start with her. She is somebody who has been a community organizer, a community helper for 30 years. But she's not your standard politician. She hasn't sort of climbed her way up the political pole. She is fresh and new in terms of her thinking. She has great ideas. She is hardworking. She is smart. She is dedicated. But what she really symbolizes, what Alice's campaign symbolized, because no one thought she'd win when she started out, is one word: change. And the people in Western New York want change. And the people in America want change. And so the second reason I'm so proud to endorse Alice is what she stands for and what the kind of change we need in this country. And above everything else, I fly in my little propeller plane up here, and I flew over Wyoming County. I was out there this summer. There were probably 100 turbines going by now, marking the landscape. It's part of our future. Green power, clean power, is jobs for Western New York. We have a great manufacturing tradition and we have a great technological tradition. And you can wed the two and create thousands of jobs by doing the kinds of things that we have here. We have a new power company in New York State called Iberdrola. They want to start manufacturing new kinds of energy in New York. Alice Kryzan is exactly the type of person, because of her experience, her knowledge, who will bring those jobs here to her congressional district. In Washington, we need to clean up the mess. We need to just clean up that mess. Alice is, again, the type of person who will do that. Barack Obama is going to bring change to America. I think anyone who saw his infomercial last night, where he stood amidst auto workers and he stood amidst, whoa, Channel 2 is restless. So we need change in Washington. We need change here in Western New York. And she is the new politics. She comes out of a background where she's fought for change. She comes in a mindset that says, let's not go along with the old ways. And she is focused like a laser on middle-class people and what they need. So I am proud to endorse her. I am so glad to endorse her. I'm glad to endorse her because of her background, because she's different. She is not your typical politician. And I'm so glad to endorse her because what she stands for, the kind of change we need in America in energy policy. And finally, I'm so glad to endorse her because if Barack Obama is going to be able to implement his agenda to help the middle class, he's going to need partners, not people who stand in the way. And Alice Kryzan will be that partner as well. So without further ado, I am proud to introduce someone who I believe will be not only the next Congress member from the 26th Congressional District, but will be one of the finest new Congress members that anyone in America could send to Washington. Alice. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Schumer. I am so honored to have your endorsement. You are a senator, as the senior senator of New York, certainly, who has worked so hard for Western New Yorkers, and we are all grateful for the work you have done here. You've made some wonderful changes for us here, and I would be honored to serve in Washington with you as a partner to bring even more prosperity, more change, and a better future to the people of the 26th District. As you mentioned, the centerpiece of my campaign is bringing green-collar jobs to this area. And as you also mentioned, I want to focus like a laser on that issue. We can bring prosperity to this district, we can save the environment, and we can improve our national security by ending our dependence on foreign oil. There is a limitless future for the people of the 26th District, and I hope that I will have an opportunity to serve them in Congress and, as I said, bring some of the prosperity of this new energy future back home here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alice. One other point I wanted to make. One of the things of great concern to people in the 26th, particularly in Orleans County and the surrounding areas, is the center that Washington Mutual has had, which I helped convince them to stay when they bought the Dime Savings Bank, and we've expanded it so now it's close to 1,000 good-paying jobs. And again, Alice and I have talked about that, about how we're going to work hard to not only keep it here, but to hopefully see it expand. I've talked to the leaders of the new bank that owns it, J.P. Morgan Chase. I'm going to introduce Alice to those leaders so that she can call them up every day until they say, we're going to not only keep it here, but have it grow.